Welcome back, everybody. Snow and Doctor coming at you once again. Game 2 of Tip and the Tipables versus Cosmic Riders is going into Champ Select. Now, what do you think we're going to see differently, Snow?
Alright, right off the back, if Tip and Tipables does not ban away Angel's brand, they gotta first pick it, because Angel was an absolute monster on the brand last game. In the support role, not mid lane brand, actually was able to carry that game for Cosmic Riders. Just when she used the ultimate correctly in the team fights went their way. Graves ban coming out from Cosmic Riders. They really do not want to see Ray on this champion.
Yeah, Graves once again being banned away. The Ziggs actually eating the ban. Kind of surprised there. I don't think the Ziggs was crazy impactful. It obviously helped with the satchel charge, but I don't think it was really. I don't see it as ban worthy.
Yeah, Piston. I don't want to say he wasn't useful. He was quite useful, but I don't think that's a ban. I want to see a brand ban because Angel just carried that game, and they have their last ban. If this is not a brand ban, I'm gonna question what's going on in the comms right now. They must have thought that it was Piston carrying that. Yeah, all right, there it is. Brand ban coming out. I wonder what Angel's gonna play now.
Angel of Night, I believe she played Thresh last series, and was pretty. What's the word I'm looking for? I was looking for something to say other than good, because I don't know.
Average, acceptable.
Acceptable. Yeah, there we go. But it is Thresh. It's hard. It's hard to not be acceptable on Thresh. The kit just has so much into it that if the only thing you can do is press W and save your teammates, that's fine. That's an acceptable Thresh. Like, you don't need to be good at anything else. And Octomage decides it's his turn to play the Man of the Deep.
Yeah, Limelight Kiwi and Gamma Chaos, both on those frontline tanks, were such good disruptors last game. I wonder if Limelight's gonna opt for the Maokai, which Octomage played last game. Would make sense, or maybe Poppy. Poppy, also a very strong top tank disruptor champion. So they might want to take away the Zyra here if they can, because Switemore had some questionable ultimates, but ultimately poked out that bot lane quite effectively. But the Zillion ends up being picked up. That is a flex pick that can go mid or support, and then Hecarim picked up for Gamma Chaos.
The Zillion is Piston Wishes. Piston Wish played it very, very well last series. It's been banned away just about every game that Piston's involved in. I don't like the pick personally, unless they put pocket cookies either once again on Caitlyn or on something even more carry oriented. But I mean, Piston is unquestionably a fantastic Zillion player.
And then Hecarim jungle picked up. Extremely, extremely strong pick right now. Does damage, tanks a lot of damage, and is a good disruptor. I'm going to use that word a lot throughout this series, disruptor, just because if a champion disrupts, it can affect the outcome of a team fight. Ray going on the Kazakhs, again, I've only seen Ray on champions that carry. I have not seen him play a tank champion yet. And Zyra going over to Switemore. Played it last game. Interesting ultimates, but overall did quite well.
Yeah, Ray doesn't really need to play the tanks because he knows that his top laners got him covered. And heading into the Nautilus, I want to Rumble. Rumble does very well. You already have the Hecarim for the tank.
I called the Poppy though.
Yeah, I don't like the pick at all. I shouldn't say at all. It's very effective against Kha'Zix, who won't be able to hop out or in with a good timed steadfast presence. But outside of that, I feel like we're starting to get away from tanks finally. We're starting to see a lot more Rumble. We're starting to see a lot more Camille in the top lane. And these carry-oriented picks are just really... straight up, they're more fun to watch, personally. But it's also... you have more playroom. We can get tankier champions in the jungle. We can start seeing tanks in the bottom lane once again. And it opens up these more playmaking top laners.
Yeah, I actually find this matchup to be very, very interesting. If we could just direct camera onto them and watch them hit each other back and forth with a hammer for 25 minutes, that would be 100% okay with me. But they're hovering the Ashe. I would love to see Ashe right now, because with the enchanted crystal arrow, if they hit it on a key target like the Zilean or Pocket Cookies, then Ray can just jump, hop on in, quick kill, hop right back out. And the accent going back to Lux, so that's another catch out tool with the light binding and the final spark. Pretty good acceptable team comp coming up from Tip and the Tipables. I wonder what the response is going to be from Cosmic Riders in this mid lane, because I'm sorry, it is the Zilean. So now we see the support pick to counter the Zyra. Malzahar is still available. Misfortune's available, but that has not seen as much support play with the recent nerfs. So what is Angel? What is she gonna play?
I want Pantheon. Pantheon would absolutely decimate this bot lane. Like, Pantheon pick here just ruins this bot lane. The bot lane goes 0-12. Pocket Cookies is just legendary by 10 minutes. But instead, we see a Lulu.
I mean, Lulu is basically just a little worse version of Pantheon if you really, really think about it. I'm not going to tell you why. You know why.
Wait,
but I like the Lulu pick.
Lulu tilts me.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier. I love the Lulu pick, and I love the Zilean pick. This is going to be the protect the crap out of Pocket Cookies team comp. Pocket Cookies should not die in a single team fight.
Well, not only that, but Caitlyn Lulu is by far and away the single most oppressive bot lane you can have. They just...
ooh, that's a very, very affirmative statement right there.
I mean...
She is running Ignite, too. Not even going for the exhaust. So...
well, because just Caitlyn Q's wave, Lulu Q's wave, Caitlyn auto attacks wave, it's running into your tower, and yeah, Zyra Ashe has a fair bit of wave clear, but it's just not there. It's not the same, and when you have Caitlyn, this matchup consistently takes towers at like 7, 8, 9 minutes.
Yeah, so Tip and the Tipables are doing kind of what Olympus Gaming did last week. That's who they faced in the semifinals, where they're drafting a damage-oriented team comp, and that's why OG ended up losing the series, because they only had one tank and 4 damage dealers, and it wasn't enough tank stats. So if this doesn't work out for them in game 2, they need to change the team composition up, because their team fighting wasn't horrible last game, but the Zac and the Nautilus were just, they were doing damage and tanking damage and disrupting. And if Ray gets locked down by a double bomb or a Lulu Whimsy, that's a 4v5 immediately. Right now, I have to give team comp advantage to Cosmic Riders. Just, this is an excellent draft.
It's the exact same thing from last game. We see Cosmic go with a double tank lineup. Hecarim, you can say, isn't tanky, but he's tanky. And yeah, you have a bit more of a versatile tank with the Nautilus versus the Maokai, who they do very similar things, but Nautilus kind of presses R, but also has a lot more just AoE damage. Riptide just tears through everybody. So you have a bigger, beefier tank, especially with the shields coming in, but you only have one. So if your team gets caught out again like we saw last time, which arguably could happen even easier this time because you have a Hecarim to fear everybody into different directions. So you get caught up in the same choke point you did last time, and the exact same thing happens.
Yeah, not even just the Hecarim fear. You have a Poppy, and if Poppy hits a stun, that's automatically going to be a double stun from Piston. That double stun can lead to a Whimsy from the Lulu, and that Whimsy from the Lulu can lead to a Caitlyn trap going into that. And by all the time that all that CC is done, that's another stun coming in from the Poppy. So that's enough CC to take out Octomage, I think, if needed. And then Hecarim could just disrupt the backline while they shred through Octomage, and then the Cosmic Riders turns their attention to the rest, the 4 squishies.
And know that Hecarim one-shots 3 out of 5 members on Tipables. If he can get on Lux, Ashe, or Zyra, granted, they all have a way to stop him. There's the Light Binding, there's the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, and there's the Grasping Roots. All 3 of those can stop the Hecarim from one-shotting them. If those miss, you die. So
yeah,
these mid to late game team fights are going to get super interesting.
It's just going to be... I expect late game chaos like we saw last game with that, especially that final team fight. That was so chaotic. Kansu getting caught out, and then Angel with the just super good brand ultimate, but not a carry support coming out from Angel, opting for just the straight support. So Tip and Tipables definitely have damage advantage, but if they keep the Caitlyn alive with the Zillion and the Lulu, Caitlyn is just going to be dealing so much DOT. It's going to be insane.
And I mentioned I'm a little surprised before due to just the pick styles that are coming out from these teams. You know, we're still seeing, you know, AP damage supports. We're seeing super tanky top laners. It's a completely different meta than what we're seeing in professional play, and it's almost like it's a patch behind. You know, we're seeing people still taking Courage of the Colossus on everybody. We're seeing Windspeaker's Blessing on Lulu, which does make sense. It's a great pick there. No reason to not pick that. And then, you know, we're not seeing like Renekton top lane. We're not seeing Camille. We're not seeing Thresh in the bot lane with the new Keystone, which I'm having trouble remembering what it is because it just came in.
Stoneborn Pact, I believe. Is that what you're looking for?
Stoneborn Pact. That's pretty clutch. I don't think we'll be seeing it on top laners, although putting it on a Nautilus support would just be ridiculous.
I don't remember specifically what it does, but I know it gives like flat % max health, and it also does something where if you damage them, doesn't the champion attack heal?
Yeah, you heal based off the original CC'er's main health.
Yeah, that's what it is. So I hope we see at least a Renekton in the series, because it's not as damagey as a Rumble or a Camille, but it does a lot of damage, especially with Fervor in a Titanic Hydra. But it also can be a frontline tank as effective as Nautilus or Poppy. So I 100% agree with the statement. But I think right now we've been playing all season, all of air season, we've been seeing this top lane tank meta and the damage support meta. And now we're starting to switch, so maybe the teams just aren't practiced enough on the champions that you want to see come out right now.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. I mean, we mentioned it last week when Piston was still playing the Varus, which was just straight up a patch behind. There was no, you know, ifs, ands, or buts about that. But
that's a season behind. I haven't seen an effective Varus mid since last season, to be honest.
Go back 3 weeks when Piston played it before patch 7.5. He just dominated 2 games in a row.
All right, I obviously missed that, but yeah, so Varus just isn't being played as much. Kansu brought it out last game. I felt like he was pretty useless. I don't like using that word, but he had a couple good ultimates, but that was about it.
I'm actually really surprised these AD carries aren't playing Ezreal. Not only
Ezreal's so strong. That's
super
such a good
safe,
point.
super strong. Does everything you really need, especially in these lower elo games. It gives you a free escape along with being one of the highest damage late game carries in the current meta, just due to mirror mana and just the survivability comboing all together.
Yeah, I love Ezreal as a champion. Free escape, lots of damage, and ultimate has great base scaling. Ray coming in for a gank on Piston though.
Piston might be forced to flash. Light Binding lands! First Blood coming in to C9 Ray. Gamma Chaos, whew, they could have played that more.
Yeah, Piston didn't think he was going to be hit by the light binding. Just the tip hits him. First Blood going over to Ray, and this is what Tip and Tipables want right now. They want to get Ray snowballing.
Just the tip from Tip and the Tipables.
All right, that'll be all for Snow tonight. I'll see you. I'll see you later, guys. But yeah, so last week when Ray got ahead in the early game, he's looking for another gank top.
Yeah, he saw the Steadfast Presence, didn't have to blow it. Angel of Night, whew. The Lulu just getting obliterated by the plants.
Yeah, Zyra, they need to take away all the seeds right now. Like, that's what Lulu should be doing right now. There she goes. When there's no skirmishing going on, clear as many of the Zyra plants as possible before the seeds before they become plants, because when they become plants, they chunk out half your health, as we just saw.
Yeah, when they changed Zyra's plants to prioritize champions, it hurt me on a molecular level. Zyra is one of those champions. Zyra and Zillion, actually. And I say this almost every time they're picked. Those are the two champions that if they were just straight up removed from League of Legends, my life would be a lot more enjoyable.
Dang. I'm probably with the majority of the crowd. I would be 100% fine if Fizz got removed, but no Fizzes.
Well, see, I play Fizz, so I'm okay with that.
All right. This. Oh, Limelight getting chunked, but the Steadfast Presence, I wasn't sure before, but yeah, now it's confirmed. It does interrupt the Nautilus dredge line. So if a dredge line lands onto like pocket cookies and that Steadfast Presence goes up in between the animation, that could stop Octomage from getting on to a key target. Just something to look out for in these fights. DS lead pretty much the exact same as last game. Pocket cookies has the advantage, but Zaxxon has the advantage in the mid lane. And Octomage actually with a sizable advantage in this top lane.
Yeah, Poppy does take a little bit of time to start rolling. Has some very good wave clear once picking up the Bomby, Cinder, and as well. But Limelight's actually losing a lot of these trades due to not picking up the Buckler. And it's just a shield that Octomage then has due to having a shield versus not having a shield. And the heal comes out from Pocket Cookies very early on.
He was at 3/4 HP. Questionable heal. 100% not needed. That's a summoner down. And Ray looking
has
for
vision.
an aggressive
Swipe
jungle.
more Grasping Roots. Ray goes in. Grasping Roots comes in. Ray picking up another kill. 2-0 already on the Assassin Kha'Zix.
Yes, that's what you want if you're Tip and Tipables. Last week, when Ray got ahead, they would win, and Ray got ahead all 3 games of the series. They're pinging this Infernal, I believe it's an Infernal Drake right now. Swipemore can use the plants to tank it, and this is, yep, this is an early Infernal Drake going over.
Limelight getting completely sniped out there. Depth charge, flash in, doesn't matter. Octomage with the 1 solo kill in the top lane. And C9 Ray, whew. Those are some tasty honey fruits though. But an Infernal Drake going over to the Tipables is pretty huge.
Yeah, so you can't flash Nautilus ult if you didn't know that. I don't know if Limelight panic flashed, but the Infernal Drake going over, super huge. Those final sparks are going to be doing a lot of damage, and the next dragon's a Mountain Drake, so that's another effective dragon. Period.
Yeah, we'll have to see some better vision control coming out from Cosmic Riders. They didn't see Switemore come in, and the bot lane didn't call out missing, and it really put Gamma Chaos in just a tough situation. I mean, when you have a bug and plants just flying at you out of the fog of war, you got nothing to do, especially when you don't have flash.
Yeah, he's going for the standard Hecarim build right now, which is where you go Triforce first, but I feel like when you're falling behind, it's not as effective because Triforce just costs so much money that it's more effective to get your Cinderhulk and get that tank stat for the mid game. He's gonna, if he doesn't get some ganks off, he's gonna be in a very, very behind position.
Yeah, and with how Angel of Night just barely survives, flashes out, might still go down actually. The flashing from Kansu onto the trap, and now Piston comes down, bomb goes in. That's Swipemore's actually going to survive due to the flash. Ace in the hole gets popped. Oh no! The hop from Ray went too far. TP's coming in from both sides. Pocket Cookie flashes over Octomage. TP, wow, last second canceled coming in from Limelight.
So Kansu has had an arrow the entire time. He could have gotten that kill on Angel.
I still could get it. Ultimate is available for Piston, but they seem focused on the tower. Oh no!
Oh, that minion trolled.
Yeah, the poor bomb only landed onto one minion, but this is first brick going over to the Tipables, and the advantages are really starting to stack up here.
Alright, so right now what Tipables need to do is they need to send their bot lane top so they can get free, safe farm. And let Octomage just sit in the bot lane. This is lower elo, so I don't know if they've talked about lane swapping like that. But yeah, they actually have, because Kansu's going to the top lane right now. Because if bot lane takes first tower, the wave's always going to be pushing. And so Kansu would just be sitting around getting no farm, and he's already 20 CS down. He needs to be getting that safe farm.
Yeah, I mean, heading into the Poppy, Zyra and Ashe can do very well in that lane. They can actually do a lot of damage to the Poppy. They don't have to worry about the Steadfast Presence denying anything coming at them. But Gamma Chaos sticking with this Trinity Force rush and just takes so much damage in the jungle right now.
Yeah, so the bot lane from Cosmic Riders is responding appropriately, but Ray is reading that Gamma Chaos is in this top side, and he's hanging around the top side too. I think he just took Scuttle, so now he's going to be sitting in that bush, but Limelight Kiwi taking so much poke from Zaxxent right now.
Yeah, that's a pretty curious way to do that. You put your mid laner in the bot lane with your top laner in the mid lane. Heading into a Lux, Enchanting Crystal Arrow comes in. Limelight, though, is tanky. Oh, Kansu! Oh, man! What are you doing? Piston, please! Land a bomb! Throw a bomb! Flash that bomb! Oh, that should be... That
is a dead Ashe.
Piston gets the kill. Stranglethorn's not going to land onto anybody. Onslaught of Shadow goes in. C9 Ray is plenty healthy, though. The knock-up and the snare-up onto Gamma Chaos. The double bomb, though! Ray's going down! Piston picks up that kill. The revive comes in from Gamma. Octomage forced a dredge line away. But overall, a 2-0 in favor of Cosmic.
So now I understand why the Zilean was banned in the first game. Piston just hit incredible double bombs. First on Kansu under the tower, and then on Ray in the middle of the mid lane, picking up a blue buff for himself, which is just going to help him tremendously. They aren't able to pick up any towers, so they're still behind a little in the gold department. And max range again.
Yeah, another super max range hooked. Octomage caught behind enemy lines. Grasping Root's not going to land, but Swipemore's doing what he can to help his top laner out. But Switemore decides it's not his time. He's going to run away. Big double bomb onto Octo once again. And another kill going over to Cosmic Riders.
So that's 3 incredible double bombs. I didn't think that if a bomb... I don't play enough Zillion or play against enough Zillions to know exactly how the double bomb works, because it was on to Limelight and then it went off and then the second bomb went back onto Limelight. It's very confusing, but good job overall from Piston Wish. But Tip and Tipables responding, sending their bottom lane, top lane, and they're gonna get this tower unless Limelight's able to stop it. I don't know if Limelight can stop it. Actually,
He has help from Pocket Cookies, Limelight going deep. Can they get anything onto Kansu? The answer is no. But with both Pocket Cookies and Angel in the top lane, this tower should stay relatively healthy.
Ray and Octomage picking up the second dragon of the game right now in the bottom of the minimap. That's a Mountain Drake. Very, very effective, especially with Ashe. It does so much more damage to towers and objectives, and Ashe is already great at taking towers and objectives. Big CS difference in this mid lane right now, and a big CS difference in the bot lane. Accent's up about 30, and so is Pocket Cookies.
Yeah, Pocket Cookies seems a bit farther behind than this point last game. No Zeal coming in. Gamma Chaos, Onslaught of Shadows away, gets hit by both the Enchanted Crystal Arrow and the Light Binding. One more auto should seal it. There it is. Piston TP'd in, but instantly snared up. Will get popped. Ultimate comes in, should be going down as well, though. Light Binding not gonna land, though! Piston gets out! So unfortunate.
Interesting TP choice from Piston. Gamma Chaos, Onslaught of Shadows really, really early. Probably could have saved that and gotten out alive, but you know, hindsight 2020.
Yeah,
Octomage,
this Hecarim pick, we saw it work out very well last series. This series, not quite working out as well. Super far behind, down in farm and kills in general too. The Kazakhs. So, flash out from Zach though. That's scary.
What? Oh, I thought that was the animation of the steadfast presence for a second, but no. Yeah, Zach sent first flash. Now Tip and Tipables are going to be able to pick up the second tower of the game in this top lane. Last outer tower for them is mid.
Yeah.
It's still a pretty close game. 4k gold up, 3.5k gold up for Tip and Tipables, but yeah, Hecarim is just not. He needs to get something right now. He needs to get some gold and get his items so he can be effective, because he's not effective right now. He's just kind of going in and dying.
Yeah, and I mean, it can come to a point where that's really all you need from him. If he can be a bomb delivery service for Piston, who is far ahead, then, well, not far ahead, but is, you know, farmed and able to do damage, then, you know, getting a couple good double bombs can completely turn a fight around.
Tip and Tipables grouping up in the mid lane trying to knock down this outer turret, but a double bomb should be able to clear the way.
Angel of Night just getting completely tagged up. Kansu, though, has a love-hate relationship with these towers. Final Flare comes in, pops the Zillion ulti, but Angel will survive for now.
Angel and Piston used their ultis, so no way to save Pocket if a fight breaks out in the next minute or two. Limelight getting... Okay, that's actually a lot of speed ups. That's a big factor, actually. Lulu speed up and...
Oh, Kansu and Octo are completely zoned off. They have to go the long way around. Or not. Piston will just walk away. Take that, Kansu. Take another one while you're at it. So, shields and heals coming in. Stranglethorns onto Limelight. Kiwi gets the Buckler shield. Dodges out the Dredge line with a great body slam. No double bomb yet onto Octo. But what can they do? What more can they do?
Yeah, they need to back off. Piston's pretty right now.
Oh, man.
Oh, my.
A three-man double bomb is just so clutch.
Cosmic Riders are ignoring Ray right now, and he's getting a good push in the bot lane. They're going to send Limelight Kiwi to respond, but that gives Tip and Tipables pressure in the mid lane without...
Oh! Another huge three-man double bomb coming in. Ace in the hole gets popped. Gamma Chaos going in. Has Onslaught of Shadows available, but they don't know where anybody is. They don't have the ward vision to see people.
Yeah, so even if Tip and Tipables win this game, it's pretty close right now, so I'm not going to say that they're going to win. But if they do, I still expect a Zillion Band to come out, because this guy is just hitting everything he needs to be hitting right now.
Yeah, we're starting to see some big backs coming in. Gold levels are starting to get there for people. They're starting to finish up their first, heading into their second items. The only one that has not been able to complete really anything is Gamma Chaos on the Hecarim. BF into Zeal is very expected from Caitlyn. We don't expect a fully completed item till about 20 minutes, but Gamma Chaos sitting on 800 gold, still needs like another 400 to finish up the Trinity Force.
Yeah, so both ADCs have the exact same items and the exact same item slots. Just makes you feel good.
The reason being that it's all sorted by gold. So.
All right. It just it feels good. But so they're both gonna complete that Runons and get their Infinity Edges, or Ash should probably go Essence Reaver so the cooldown on the arrows is shorter. That's a second Infernal Drake. So we might be seeing triple Infernal Drake this game.
This is when Gamma Chaos needed to have his Trinity Force by. This is such an impactful team fight right at this dragon that it could break the game completely open.
If Piston Wish lanes a spectacular double bomb and it sets up a good Hecarim ulti into the middle of the team, and then Lulu ulti can...
That was so close.
Threading the needle.
Oh.
Very, very close. They're starting it up.
Cosmic Riders starting up the Infernal Drake. Octomage gets tagged up in the bot. Enchanted Crystal Arrow onto Gamma. Gamma Chaos surviving just barely. He eats the Dredge Line though! Octomage kills the enemy jungler. The dragon's still procced too. This is going to be going over to C9 Ray. Depth Charge lands on to Piston Wish. Octomage super low. Limelight forced to flash the wall, but Ray has the Wings of Freedom. Gets over that wall. The flash binding from Zach is going to go a bit outside, and Piston survives for now, but things could start getting really dicey in this mid lane.
Yeah, they should be able to get that tower. Another Mountain Drake up next, so if Tip and Tipables get that, that's going to be two of the best dragons in the game. And they're going to take Baron so fast with this Ashe.
With the Ashe, with the Kazakhs.
Yeah.
The Lux is no slouch either. Ray, though, not exactly the healthiest on mana. He has friends, but Gamma Chaos just going to give up his own red buff.
He got his Triforce at 21 minutes if he had that at that last fight, as you said. Don't
Octomage! Oh no!
Flashing the Baron.
Oh. I was gonna say, why did Baron even proc, but he has the Sunfire cape. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, if you're Octomage, you just slightly lean to the right, tilting a bit. Hecarim is so far behind right now. Ray 2-1-0 with 117 farm, but if you look at Hecarim, he's 0-3 with 76 farm. He needs
1,800 gold difference in favor of Kazakhs.
That's a Cinderhulk right there. That would be his Cinderhulk.
Enchanted Crystal Arrow from all the way downtown.
Okay.
Angel doing a bit of a dance while dizzy.
I love that laugh. Makes me so happy.
Tilt. It's just the embodiment of tilt. That and Nami Laugh.
Oh, Nami Laugh, especially with the River Spirit skin, is yeah. That I'm not gonna lie, that's a tilter.
But, I mean, with no huge objectives up right now, no more tier 1s available to Tipables, what's the game plan? Do they try and bait Baron, or is it too early? Do they just aram it down mid for a little while? The answer is they pause and discuss strategy. Just kidding, they can't do that. But there's also a bit of some spectator madness.
I believe we're paused right now, and it's just not doing that. Yeah, but as you were saying, Tip and Tipables right now are doing exactly what they need to do. They have the 1-3-1 setup.
Oh, there it is. Unpause.
All right, yeah, unpause. Ray is no one's responding to Ray, and no one's responding to Octomage. Now they're starting to respond to Ray, but he's gonna get this tower, and his life is honestly worth this tower because that means everyone else can push mid.
He doesn't even need to trade his life.
No, and they're gonna be able to get mid because Caitlyn's going bot to stop Octomage, but the only okay, little bit of an error from Tip and Tipables. Ashe and Zyra actually went up a bit. They could have gotten that tower for free. Oh, double bomb barely missing from Piston.
Although Limelight's in the backline, huge flank, stuns onto Switemore. She gets immediately blown out. And now, what more can they do? Gamma Chaos with the maximum speed he can have right now. The Fear lands onto Kansu. Kansu should be going down. Gamma picks that up for himself. Gets back in the game. Octomage not crazy tanky yet. He is getting there, though.
But it doesn't matter. Look at top lane. It doesn't matter. That 2 for 0 is worth it on Tip and Tippable sides. They got a free inhib tower.
And you don't really expect the...
the split
push Kha'Zix. Nobody expects the split push Kha'Zix, and it's working out. That is the second tower? Oh, no, because he pushed it to tier 2 in the bot lane. He didn't actually take the tower. But that's crazy.
That's 100% worth. They gave up 2 kills, but they got 2 towers for it. So it's fine. That was 100% worth it.
And
Baron?
It did one of the hardest things to do against this Cosmic Rider comp is break open the base. Now, if they ever get a sizable advantage fight or even take a big objective, they now have a free way into the base.
Yeah, honestly, Ray could probably... It wouldn't necessarily be the smartest
Gamma Chaos.
play.
Final Flare's available.
It wouldn't have, I don't think it would have killed him. It might have with the Thunderlord's proc, but Dragon's up in a minute. I don't think that Cosmic Riders can fight this at all. They just... Limelight's not tanky enough, and neither is Gamma Chaos, so they're going to lose to the damage team comp.
But if Piston can get these bombs to connect, he's very well has enough damage to make an impact in these fights.
Yeah, this game right now is kind of on Piston's back. He needs to hit a very, very clutchable bomb. If he sets it up for Gamma Chaos and Pocket Cookies, they can win the team fight. A little bit of spectator lag right there. There we go.
Spooky Ghosts coming in. Double bomb not quite going to land. The double knockup onto Switemore and Kansu, though. The teleport scares off Riders. Double bomb onto Zaxxant, though. There's no other response. Enchanted Crystal Arrow goes down the uprights. And Ray is actually near his team for once. Limelight Kiwi caught up by the dredge line. One bomb goes out. No stun coming in. Limelight's getting huge shields between his buckler and his own support. Kansu gets double bombed and taken out about half HP with one bomb. 80 carries down. Ace in the hole goes through,
landed on a plant.
Landed onto Zac. Could this be the dragon, or do they just keep pushing the mid lane?
I think they need to take the dragon to take it away from Tip and the Tipables. Right now, just doing a bit of a dance in the mid lane. Zaxxant, did Zaxxant phase? He did.
This could be a 50-50 smite. Ray is still up and alive. He's on. Stop looking. There it is. The ward's over there. The Seeker comes in. The final flare into Ray gets the dragon. That's a huge steal coming in for Tipables. What more can they do? Piston gets hit up by the binding. Gamma Chaos goes in onto Swipe more. Depth Charge and Stranglethorns comes in. Big Stranglethorns onto 3. Double Bomb onto Kansu once again. Damage coming through. Limelight's still alive. Limelight's still alive. Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands onto him. He has the Zillion ultimate as well, but they ping him back. No need to go man mode just yet. But that's so demoralizing if you're Cosmic Riders.
Yeah, so that's 4 dragons going over to the side of Tip and Tipables. We got it, Doc. We got 3 Infernos.
Oh man, the triple Inferno into Elder Dream.
The triple Infernos with a double Mountain Drake. So
that Baron's just gonna be obliterated.
So when they get Elder, I'm gonna open up the timer on my phone, and as soon as they start Baron, I'm gonna see how long it takes them to kill it.
What if they get Baron first, like last game?
Then I'll be sad. Zaxxant picking up a blue buff for himself. Oh my lord, so many dragons, such good dragons. They haven't given Pocket Cookies a red buff all series, which...
I mean, your jungler's 1-4, down 43 CS, is on a kind of carry style champ, needs to get items. Do you really worry about it when your 80 carries 1-0-1 with a 35 CS lead?
I mean, come on. ADCs deserve things too. I mean...
No, I know. I'm an 80 carry, man.
Chaos,
I would have just straight up taken the red buff.
Gamma Chaos's job right now is to run in and hit people.
Mage.
Oh.
Gets caught out a little bit. Swipemore and Kansu are right there, though.
Double bomb.
Enchanted Crystal Arrow not being used yet. Gamma Chaos gets the Wild Growth. Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes in. Oh, the huge Circle of Light from Zaxxant takes out the bottom lane for Cosmic Riders, and they have to respond to Ray in the mid lane. He still gets the tower anyway. Ray doesn't get hit by the bomb. Piston has no ultimate to save himself. Kiwi gets trapped up. Can they do anything? Double bomb onto Octo, but he still has so many shields to save him. Gamma goes in way too deep, gets tagged up. Now Limelight goes in as well, gets taken down for his troubles. Piston stayed way too long. Double coming in for the Tipables.
That should be 2 inhibs going down. Pocket Cookies and Angel, they can't defend this, so that's going to be mid and top inhibitor going down. And then you have a free Baron on the table. As soon as those waves of super minions start coming in, immediately go for that Baron. Ashe and Swipemore peeling off. Are they going to be able to get this?
Enchanted Crystal Arrow lands onto Pocket Cookie's final spark, and Ray go in. Double kill coming in for Zaxxant once again.
Zaxxant's been on point this entire series so far with these E's, with the Lucent Singularities and the Light Bindings and the Final Sparks.
That is an unlucky ward placement there. The first one not seeing the Cosmic Rider ward. Same thing again in the Baron pit. The control ward not hitting it. Although it doesn't seem to matter. Gamma Chaos is so far away that this Baron should not even be contestable. Limelight goes in 1v5. Half HP, flashes into the wall. That should be going down. Gamma Chaos, what are you doing, friend? Depth charge into Light Binding, into Dredge Line. That is a dead horse sent off to the glue factory. C9 Ray, he wants his final spark, comes in. The ultimate for Piston should be timing out now. And Ray had the timing on it to a T and picks up that kill. And puts 3 more in the grave for Cosmic.
Yeah, that should be game. Enchanted Crystal Arrow missing.
Doesn't matter. Light Binding lands. Okay. Zaxxant doing everything for his team. Ace coming in once again for Tipables. Game 2 of the series goes to them, and they tie it 1-1.
Not gonna see the 6 Dragon Baron take.
We never do. It's the curse. We get the triple inferno, but we don't get to see the triple inferno.
Yeah. So right there, that game I feel like was lost by Gamma Chaos just falling behind and Ray getting so far ahead. They almost had a team fight around that dragon, but just not enough. Piston hitting great double bombs, doing so much damage, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, and there just simply doesn't seem to be a concise enough answer for the Lux. I mean, we thought the Lux was going to win it game one. Ended up they lost a big jungle team fight, but this game, Lux came out swinging once again, 5-0-8, just putting out so much damage in those team fights, landing the light bindings, landing the final sparks, and just putting everybody into the graves. And what did they have to respond to it? You had Gamma Chaos, who was 1-6 trying to dive the Lux.
Yeah, Piston's ultimate, you can only use it on one person. Lulu ultimate, only use it on one person. They couldn't save everybody, and that was the problem because Lux's cooldowns so low as soon as you get that Morellonomicon, 20% CDR. It's like a 5-second cooldown on the Singularity. And Ray just popping off as well, jumping in and out, in and out.
Yeah, so that being said, what do you expect ban-wise next game? Do we
I,
see
s-
a Zillion ban? I think they handled it pretty well.
I think they handled it pretty well, but they're still banning Anivia. They banned that both games, which I don't understand. I feel like Anivia is so easily countered, more easily countered than something like the Zillion, because the Zillion can get away so easily with his speed up. So I definitely still expect a brand ban, because Angel, she played that just so well in the first game. And more target bans on Ray, because they need to shut him down. He got ahead, he got every other lane ahead. We'll just have to see going into this game 3.
Yeah. So as we take a break for game 3, guys, stay tuned. Put it in chat who you guys think is going to win the series. They've now turned it into a best of 3. And I'm excited because this is crazy back and forth games. So stay tuned as we take a short break and let the teams reset for the third game in the series.